So all you need is a sketch pad. I'm going to grab my other sketch pad. I'm going to grab this one, as this is like a bit of a test one to work with. So I'm just going to change that over. So as I say, the thing about continuous car drawings is it's about grabbing a pen and then putting the pen down and not lifting until you've finished the whole drawing. So you choose a starting point. You go, right, I'm going to start there, and then you're going to create whatever the image is. I've been doing cars. Cars is what I create, and that's what I do. But you could create flowers, something was immediately in front of you. Could be a portrait. It could be a self-portrait. It could be anything. But I'm going to keep it to cars because that's what I do. And that's what I have been doing. Also, I'm going to be influenced by some of the images, some of the stuff that was initially launched of the car for this season. So these are Lou Johnson's images. That's what I get sent over to base artworks on our Lou's images. So I really liked these early ones that they sent out that were kind of the car covered in like a neon colour. Just get an essence. These are the previews, so it wasn't about the livery. It was kind of giving an essence of what that livery could look like. So what we're going to do, we're going to base it on this image. The very important part of Mahindra in general is, of course, Mahindra Bear. So he has travelled with me from the studio. He's come up with me. I made sure he was packed in the car when I also had to be based from home. So we're also going to do a very quick drawing of. Start with Mahindra Bear, because you might be looking at it going, oh, that's really, really complicated, really, really hard to draw. Where do I start? Right, we'll start off with a bear image. So I'm kind of lucky. I've got the bear in front of me. If you haven't got the bear, in front of you, I make sure this image is available online as well. So I will post it onto my pages. It will be part of this tutorial, is that you'll be able to have an image of the bear, which is this one, in front of me. Firstly, a little bit about proportion. I don't want to get into too much detail. I don't want to scare you off. I want you to enjoy this, embrace this, and have a go. So, it doesn't matter what age you are either. I'm not just talking to kids here. Adults can do this as well. So, what you can do is, even with like a pen like this, it has a nib. You can measure with that. So, generally, if you look, the head, the body, and the legs are pretty much all the same size. So that is the same size as that, same size as that, same size as that, same size. All of that is the same size. So you kind of want to make sure that if you're having your paper, you're almost dividing in your head how. I'll do this as a demonstration. You don't have to do this, but what you kind of want to do is do that and be like, right, that's my rough proportion divider. I'm dividing it into a bit of a grid to go, right, head, chest area, arm, leg. Yeah, that's where you're going to go with it, roughly. Doesn't have to be exact, but you're just dividing that paper up so then you can work out proportions, what this is. Remember, the aim is not to take that pen off the paper. It's there. So you're committing to drawing. You're going, yes, I know exactly what I'm doing. And doesn't matter if it doesn't look right, don't worry about that. So I'm going to do exactly how so just start off with drawing the head. And then you can go, right, where am I going to go? I'm going to go body next. And then I'm going to go arms over here. And then I'm going to go arms over there. And you can go, right, I'm going to go legs over here as well, and then I'm going to go, right, I'm going to start making these features. So Mahindra Bear, nice smiley bear, and then you're going to go eyes, and then you can go, right, I'm going to draw the ears. So there you are. it's kind of stuck to the grid of this, where that's where that is at. And you've got, what you can do is you can also sign it. It's an artwork. You're an artist. You're creating. And there we are. We've got a very, very basic Mahindra Bear image to start. All done in one line, all done really confidently by going, right, that's where proportionally you can draw that out. Or you can just go, right, I'm going to start here and then I'm going to work out actually how to draw it. So hopefully that makes sense so far. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you very quickly how you can then build into this and start shading and start bringing in the character of that bear. Because you might go, oh, it looks fine, but it's not really like a character. It's not looking like anything, particularly at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by what I call it. I've learnt it. I've trained as an illustrator, and it's called cross-hatching. So what you tend to do is a lot of people kind of do this kind of nervous, and you get this very nervy way of shading because you're like, oh, I'm not sure if this is right. Don't worry, there is no right or wrong answer. I'm not marking this. This is purely for you to enjoy and you to create and go, I did this as part of the Mahindra Isolation Creations. That is why it was done. And it will look lovely on your fridge. Or, or you can send it to somebody. I can send this to my parents, maybe. Or I can send it to my brother. Yeah, I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Or my nephew, nieces, or whatever. So, what you do is you cross-hatch like this. So you have the pen like that, and then you go the opposite direction to create the crosshatch. You don't have to do that with the same colour pen. You can change the pens over. You can start off with orange. You don't have to start off with brown. You can make this bear as colourful as you like. I mean, if you've been on your walks outside and you've seen the rainbows, you might want to make it into a rainbow bear with a Mahindra red t-shirt on. It's your call. It's your artwork. So what I'm going to do is just start by just getting that shading in, and just start. I tend to go for the darker areas to kind of just start by just shading it in. Also, what I've found, particularly over the last week or so, or since I've been starting it, give yourself a time scale. If you've got a clock in front of you, if you've got a watch on or whatever, have a look at the clock and go, right, in half an hour, this is going to be done. This is going to be finished as a piece of artwork. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you're just going to give yourself a time limit, because then, over time, you'll realise you're getting better because you've gone, I'm always doing half an hour, but the quality and what I think is better artwork is increasing. So I think it's really important to give yourself a little bit of a time scale. As the other thing is just get that darker areas in first. And it might be your own bear. Luckily, I've got Mahindra Bear, chief passioneer of Mahindra. But you might have your own bear. You can always put a little red t-shirt on it. Maybe get used to sewing. Maybe have a go at sewing. So I'm just starting to put the darker shading in there. However, what you can then do is you can pick out another colour. Well, that's orange. You can go for orange. Oranges will go nicely. Yellows will go. You can even go for purple if you want. And what you want to try and remember is put your darker tones in first, and then maybe put your highlights in, or your mid, and work kind of light, mid-tone, dark. So you've got those. You start working out where the light's coming from. Almost, you can see the light's coming from over here. So this bit here is lighter than it is over here. So as I say, keep the you can practice it. You don't have to try it straight around here. You can always practice over here and go, right, how do I do that kind of shame? I'm very lucky here. I've got a whole raft of different pens and stuff to use, but some of them have a slightly bigger end to them, so they can kind of fill out a lot more. And then just get the ear in there as well. And the key thing as well is always looking. Like, you'll do as much kind of drawing and sketching and colouring in as you are looking at the subject that you're referencing as well. So really, I'm just giving myself not even five minutes maybe, just so I can show you how to do it. And you don't have to stick in the lines. You can, the bear is furry. It's kind of like it is a teddy bear after all. So it's not going to be like precise precision in the lines. It's going to be a little bit out of the lines. So I've put brown down, and then what I'll probably do is now do yellow as well. So and the yellow, you can just kind of go over both the colours. And some of these felt tips aren't the best felt tips. And I didn't start off with I just had felt tips that I had in the studio, or I had pens that I had in the studio to start off with, and then you want to add a little bit of personality, and then you can start by adding in the eyes and stuff. You'll start giving the bear a little bit of personality now. So I'll start. Make sure you leave a little white, so it looks like the eyes are glinting out, and then you've got the thread of the nose as well. And just start by, and you can go over lines as well. You don't have to. And you can be a little bit sketchy and a little bit, so you can kind of go like this a little bit as well. You don't have to keep the line. You've done your the continuous line was to get the basic outline. You can start doing this kind of make it look furry. So you can start by doing that. And I've never drawn this before. This is the first time. I've been drawing cards for 3 weeks, so it's quite nice just to draw something which is a little bit looser and a little bit. And then I've got some other colours. You can probably bring a little bit of purple in. And don't worry if it's not like the exact colours. I mean, nobody's going to know exactly what you were looking at. It's just about the enjoyment of just enjoying the materials and just playing with them a little bit and just seeing what works, what doesn't work, because you can always layer it up and go back into it. So and then so you want to get the t-shirt in there. You might want to just, if you add in the Mahindra, the Mahindra Racing branding, make sure it's there. So you might just want to do it doesn't have to look exact. It's a matter of just an impression, so you can kind of go, oh, right, okay, we know what that is. That looks like that. And if you think, oh, he's pretty good at that, I can't do it. Well, I'm an artist. this is my job. This is what I have done, and the last few weeks I've been practicing. Yeah, so I've been 2 weeks of me I've been drawing things, mainly cars, but it's nice, as I say, to draw a bear, and so there's a bit of branding on there as well. And then you want to get that t-shirt, so I'm just going to fill in the Mahindra red. And just kind of do that. And hopefully, this is probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and you'll start seeing an image come into life. And it might not be your first, the first sketch. I'm not happy with that. I'm going to keep those sketches, so you don't screw anything up. Just maybe if you want to stop that one, work on another one, and start another one. At least you can then see the improvement. But what that initial continuous line does, it just says, right, I'm committing to creating this. You go, right, I'm absolutely gonna try and create and you can take progress shots of it. All of mine are time lapsed and videos, so you can watch back the video and say, oh, how did you do that? How did you get that done? So you can go back and. So, but I thought I'd start off with the bear because one, it's the logo, it's the brand, but also you might, if I just jump in and do a car straight away, you might go, oh, I can't do that. That's really hard. That's too hard. Whereas, so it was just quite simple. Like it's an object. It doesn't have to be. I'll certainly make sure you have the image so you can have. You can refer to the image that I'm working on. I'm kind of lucky I have got them out. We've got them in front of here as well. So, and as it is Easter time, you might have been going out on a bear hunt as well. If having adventures out in the garden, or camping out in the garden or whatever. So there we are. There's my first attempt. I've never drawn Mahindra Bear, but there is my first attempt. There's all the different camera angles. So why don't you have a go yourself? I will certainly get that image uploaded, so you can base it on that image, and hopefully you can rewatch this and create your own Mahindra Bear. And then what you need to do is, in the comments below this video, you need to upload an image of the Mahindra Bear that you have drawn. So there's a close-up of it as well. Ta-da! And hopefully we'll look forward to seeing your creations. And don't forget isolation creations, because we are all doing this whilst we're all working from home. So use the hashtag, tag Mahindra Racing, tag PopBangColour, and I'll look forward to seeing what you've done. Thanks very much for watching. See you soon.